Official Washington spent 2 years waiting for the Mueller report. Remember the anticipation? But now that it's out, most people in D.C. have decided that while they hate President Trump passionately, they don't actually hate him enough to read 448 pages of texts. That's just too hard. So now, true believers have produced a cartoon version of the Mueller report. For real. CNN was very excited about this.
It covers all of the major moments. You've got the dinner, where President Trump requested loyalty from then FBI Director James Comey. There's the Oval Office screaming match, where the president demanded more protection from his then Attorney General Jeff Sessions. And yes, it does as well include his order to fire Robert Mueller.
It may seem odd to do a book review of a picture book, but that's exactly what we're going to do tonight. Dan Bongino joins us. He's a former Secret Service agent, New York City cop, and a frequent guest on this show. Have you looked at these pictures, Dan?
No, because I haven't taken neuroprotective compounds. I don't want to lose neurons and about 20 IQ points by reading this kind of imbecility. But I'm just wondering, Tucker, right? I wonder if they include the part also in the book where Trump tells his attorney, Don McGahn, to go testify for 30-plus hours. Or what if they include the Peter Strzok text, right, where he tells his girlfriend over text, hey, I don't think there's any there. Or wait, here's another doozy they should have included in the book. When Peter Strzok's girlfriend, the FBI lawyer, tells a congressional committee, as Mueller's appointed, that this case could still be literally nothing. So we've been spying on a presidential campaign. You appoint Bob Mueller. I wonder if this could be literally nothing is in the actual comic book. Just checking with the writers. Call me, text me. I'd love to know.
I suspect it's not. That might get in the way
of the... If I'm a betting man, yes, you're right.
Yeah, I think that's right. So Mueller is coming before the Congress. He'll be asked questions. What should he be asked?
Well, the first question he has to be asked is, when exactly did you find out that collusion was the biggest political hoax in American history? Now, Tucker, my research for some of the material I was putting together for a project I'm working on indicates that it's probably no later at best than July of 2017. Remember, he's appointed in May of 2017 because that's when the Inspector General exposes Mueller's team to this infamous texts about, smelly Walmart people and how Trump and all this other stuff. And so Mueller must know there's something going on there. So we need to know when he found out and what he was doing for 600 days after he found out he was investigating the biggest hoax in American history.
That's a solid question. I wonder if anyone will ask it. So we can't let you leave yet. So normally we meet on Fridays, but tonight we've got a special midweek edition of the Dan Bongino News Explosion.
We got to fit
So
that
instead
in,
of giving us his top stories this week, Dan has something special for us. He's giving us the top questions he wants Mueller to face. So that is the first one. We already got one. Give us the next one you would ask.
The next one's important. This is a good one. Someone needs to ask Bob Mueller why it is that he left out all of this exculpatory evidence in his report. I love when the left, by the way, I did read the report multiple times because I have to for my research project I'm doing here. But what's fascinating is in the report, he leaves out all the information that indicates that the Trump team is in fact innocent. I'll give you one easy example. They talk about these contacts, these dreaded contacts between Paul Manafort and this guy, Konstantin Kilimnik, who has connections to Russia, and it's made to sound all nefarious. By the time you're done reading, you're like, oh, my gosh, Paul Manafort's like Agent X from the X-Men or something. This is incredible. He sold us out. Until you find out later what's not in the Mueller report, that Konstantin Kilimnik was a source for the Obama State Department for a long time before that, and nobody brought up any of these issues. One more quick one. The attorney who shows up at Trump Tower for that evil Trump Tower meeting where they talked about Russian adoptions, the attorney who shows up was working for the team hired by Mrs. Clinton to gain Oppo research on the Trumps. You're not going to find that anywhere in the Mueller report, which is really the Mueller op-ed. That's what it is. The longest op-ed in American history.
I thought that was Vladimir Putin's niece or something. But no, Dan Bongino with the facts. Thank you, Dan. That is a news explosion.
Good to see you. Thanks.
Good to see you.